What's going on, everybody? Lukey here with another video. I figured I'd just do a fun one today and just kind of go through and show everybody what my favorite classes in Final Fantasy XIV are. So let's get started. I play. So number one, we're gonna start off with Warrior. Warrior go Unga Boonga, kinda impossible to die in like anything you're doing. It just really is insanely OP. It's a lot of fun to play, and it's got some pretty cool weapon glam options as well. As you can see, I'm rocking the Hades weapon. Overall, I'd say this is probably, if you're not doing Savage content, this is probably like the best tank in the game. If you are doing Savage content, then it changes a little bit, but it's still pretty good legitimately everywhere. And it's just kind of fun to go Unga Boonga on everything. Okay, so for healers, I actually have two favorites. My favorite regen has become Astro for sure. It has so many abilities that are absolutely ridiculous. Probably one of the most notable is your Earthly Star. It's on a 60-second recast, and it literally it covers literally is the world. It literally it hits like everything. You can see how big of a range that is for anybody that doesn't play Astro. This literally covers entire boss fights. And it ends up being a 720 cure potency, and it does damage to things, as you can see. Which is absolutely ridiculous. On top of that, it's got like a bajillion buffs. Now, Dancer, this is probably one of my top two classes that I actually play regularly. This is actually the first class that I played in Savage tier. And it honestly it has a place in my heart as probably one of my favorites of all time. It is incredibly easy to learn and to pick up, and then it's got a lot of little intricate stuff with it that, makes it have a higher skill ceiling than what I think a lot of people think there is on it. But it certainly is a very fun, very flashy, very good game if you have very good job if you have ADHD like me and you go, ooh, shiny button? Yes, shiny button. Oh, minigame during fight? Yes, minigame during fight. Which makes it a lot of fun. And I think the randomness helps my goofy brain. But it's pretty great. It's a lot of fun to play. If you haven't played Dancer, I highly recommend it. for magical, I like to suffer in my magical classes horribly. And so I play Black Mage for magical because that's the only real way to play a magical class. Also, you get fucking horse hooves. And you can fight me on this one. Horse hooves are for the fucking win. It's the only class that you get those boots, and it is totally worth it. Well, goodbye, everyone. I was doing so good. I was doing so good. No. I like how my favorite class in a thing is literally just because of its boots, but it is. Okay, so for melee, I actually have two. And they're both in the same tier. I actually started off the game as a Dragoon, and this is the only A Realm Reborn relic that I own currently. If that tells anyone watching this anything, it just, it's a very fun, very active class. You're always doing something and clicking buttons and just having a good old time. And then, you get to tank on the floor quite regularly, because if you do a jump in the middle of an AoE, you're probably fucked. Which is always a good surprise for your team. And, a lot of people really love me for that, and I want you to know it's great. It's a good time. Also, pokey, shiny stick, go yeet. This one's gonna die fast as shit. Now, this is actually the class that I started maining in the middle of this tier, and has quickly become one of my favorites. I absolutely adore playing Reaper. It is a ton of fun. The Enshroud is just badass. You have a cool as hell LB that you actually get to see all the time because you're playing melee. And it's a very easy rotation, and it just does a ton of damage, and it's pretty much viable to play this class about anywhere. Even in content that's lower than 70, you can get away with playing this, and it's fine. Its dot is extremely OP. Giving stuff a 10% damage increase to anything you're fighting is pretty powerful. So then its raid buff is another 3% for everybody in the party. So you get 10% for yourself, and then 3% for your whole party, which is just awesome. Buffs on it are really good. It's super easy, super fun to play, and I really have been enjoying it a lot, and I really like the relic that they added for it so far, so certainly has become a fast favorite of mine.
Can only end in misery and desolation.
Anyway, so those are my top picks that I've got right now, and they always change. Anybody who plays this game knows, you know, sometimes you just feel like playing other stuff, and then you realize you found something you like playing a little bit more or something like that. So anybody who sees this that plays 14, I'd like to know, what are your favorite classes for each role? What are your favorites that you play? You know? Be real awesome to hear from you in the comments. And yeah, well, have a good day.